following presentation of the National Football League.
Well, if there's a city that knows the proper way to smash a guitar, it is the city of rock and roll. Man, in the footsteps of rock legends of the past, another one has been shattered to pieces before kickoff here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. Today, our draw features two from the AFC between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And off we go from Cleveland. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. They're led out by the Colorado and Jackson State products. It's Shedeur Sanders.
Kate, I don't think any of us will forget the 2025 NFL Draft and the story that was Shedeur Sanders. But the key for him in his NFL career, it's not where you start, it's where you finish. And he's got to use his wealth of experience as a change maker, a difference maker, to take this opportunity and run with it in Cleveland.
Now the first carry for Quinshon Judkins. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Here's Judkins on second down. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third down, and they need to get 10. Third and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they're staring at a fourth down now after that sack.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send him off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing him up with a sack, well, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
The Browns looking to punt on fourth down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. Starts the return at the 34. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player and the most exciting player, not just at his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made.
Pressure coming, and they take him down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
First couple snaps, first drive of a game, it's all about who can land that opening punch, gain that first advantage in a game-long back and forth. Well, that opening punch was a solid cross, maybe even an uppercut that caught him right on the job and sets an immediate tone for this defense.
Hopefully not a sign of how this game is going to go as they step up for second and long. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
Browns are in the nickel for this third down call. Here he goes, third and long. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down. I'm flipping through, Brock. That certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Onto the field comes the Browns offense for the second time. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. The screen pass falls incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Working out of the gun, Sanders. That's caught by the rookie from Texas A&M. So he's going to bring this down to their 35. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
From the gun, Judkins. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Travis Jones, the man in on that tackle.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Back now, pressure coming. A little screen pass for Judkins. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Bringing the offense up to the line, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. Trying to get it to Harold Fanning Jr. with that one. So it's 2nd down coming up.
I love that. I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
Toss play here, Judkins. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
I kind of feel like we're watching a welcome to the NFL moment for this rookie quarterback. Hey, kid, yeah, the rush gets here a little bit faster at this level than it does the college game.
So the Browns sending out Andre Schmidt on this 4th down. It is a 44-yard look from the right hash. Schmidt connects, and that'll mark their first appearance in our scoring summary today.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Here is Schmidt to send this away. Ajante Westert to return it. This makes it up to the 25. The Ravens offense returning to the field for their second possession. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Well, more often than not, it's a passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down with just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Only took him one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line. 1st down, here's Lamar. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Back at beginning the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. We'll give to Henry on the inside handoff. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. Let's examine this flag. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Now they send their back in motion right. Lamar now from the gun. Knocked away. That's going to be incomplete. Defender there. That brings up 2nd down.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Flowers will go in motion left. From the gun, Jackson. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. A gain of 19 yards.
And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Zone read, they'll hand off to Henry. They'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
He'll hang on to it on the 2nd down option. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. The tight end going in motion right. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Jukes away from one. And that will not be enough for a first down.
As a quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. A short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
He's going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on third down. Jackson trying to sneak it. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a first and goal.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
Right on the doorstep now. Here's first and goal from inside the 1. Lamar running again. And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. Right? I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Henry can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. These guys better change up what they're doing on the ground here, Brock, because this defense has seen right through it these last couple of plays.
Yeah, we bang the drum all the time for staying on schedule. This is the epitome of being off schedule.
Back to the 3 after that last play. It's third and goal. Changing it up here, Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens take a second quarter lead.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
That is Tyler Luke, now on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens take a 4-point lead. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. He's brought down after a nice little effort there. That's going to bring us to our 2-minute warning. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They get 23 on that one. And that's a Browns first down.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he stopped for loss of yardage.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on second down.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. He's got it inside the 10. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns get some late points and the lead. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
This is Andre Schmidt to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns push their lead to 3. Here is Schmidt to send this away. Here's Western on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Ravens taking over now on offense. Minimal time remaining in the half. And we're down inside a minute to play here in the second quarter, but that is enough time to get a drive together. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Here's Lamar. Short pass brought in. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you could find a completion just like that.
First down throw for Jackson. The left side is nabbed by Bateman. And this is taken ahead to the 42. It was Denzel Ward who brought that play to an end.
Kid, I was on the field, the young high school quarterback, just last week, and I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other, give him a chance to make a play.
And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So first down from the 41. Lamar throwing again. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And they get this down to the 28. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Tyler Loop out for the Ravens to attempt this field goal. This will be a 45-yard look from the left hash. Loop knocks it through, and they're able to convert despite that errant snap.
Barring a surprise or a miracle here in the final seconds, Kate, looks like we're going to have a tie and a whole new ball game to begin the second half.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the final play of our first half. Looking to throw. Lobs this one deep down the left sideline. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. And the Ravens do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks for that hard work, Scott. These two teams ready to break this tie as we welcome you back for the third quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Here's Western on the return. Escapes a defender. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Raven offense headed out for this first series of the second half. And they could take control of the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yep, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Out of the gun and give to Hill. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be 3rd down.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
They put Flowers in motion right. Jackson now, 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Browns getting their offense out there. And the question out there is, Brock, how early and often are they going to try passing here after they were picked off on the previous drive?
Well, I think the answer to that is how much trust does this play caller have in his quarterback? We're going to get to find out right now.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. They'll go play action for Sanders. Big strike downfield to Judy. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Sanders back to throw. Ravens get him. Down he goes. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
Well, for more than a couple of first downs away, it is second and quite a bit after that sack. To throw now is Sanders. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Third and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And their fourth sack of the game, Brock, brings up fourth down.
All right, up to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Browns are lining up to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Ravens to the line now. First and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
That's a 27-yard line.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Lamar's going to keep this one. And he has it all the way down to the 30-yard line.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
At the 30-yard line.
First and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30. Trying down the middle with Henry. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Big man up front said, "Not in my house." Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Another run for Henry. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
First down, and they go right back to it. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put two tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Bait in the motion man left. The designed run, Jackson keeping it. And 2 yards all he can get. It's third down.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. Well, we didn't see either side separate through 3. It's all tied at 10 to begin the 4th. Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he scores. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown.
Okay, you got to be aware defensively by this point that this guy is going to run if he sees daylight. I think there was an awareness factor. They just couldn't stop him. He has just been that kind of X factor with his legs.
Here's Luke for the point after. He hits it true despite some issues with that snap. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. Set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Back out now comes the Browns offense. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, it can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Sanders. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the 5th time they've gotten their first sack in this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on 3rd down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. Now, it looks like one of the Ravens is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. The Browns are lined up to punt, and he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. Ooh, snap came in slow, but he got it away. Has it at the 37. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And this defense, boy, just beyond frustrated this late in the game. How's a group supposed to deal with him as a passer, Brock, and dedicate the resources needed to slow down this type of day on the ground, too? The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Hill now from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
No, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the pistol, Henry. And they find him after just a yard. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Cox, this is Lee. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Running once more with Henry. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. 6 yards to go here. It's third down. He's back to throw. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
First and 10.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. They run it with King Henry. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
4 yards. That's another Baltimore first down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. One drawn up here for Lamar. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Going with King Henry here. And only can get his yard here, bro. It's going to be third down.
This is maybe one of the only spots in goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
Setting up for the kneel down on third. This one left for Lamar. There's Tyler Loop in a high-pressure spot. He's hit once already. This is a short one, inside of 30 yards. Loop knocks it through. And despite that bad snap, they're able to tack on 3. So the Ravens will fly home.